Hey guys, how you doing right now? I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. It's obviously beautiful here in Texas today. I can't believe it's December and it's 71 degrees. I'm wearing shorts and flip-flops here. So I'm thinking about dream trips. I'm thinking about travel. I hope you guys are too. This is how to book your airfare, and not only how to book your airfare, but how to search for the best price when you're traveling as long as you're flexible. Sometimes you have to have exact dates, exact times. I get it, but I've learned to be a little bit flexible over the years. So I'm just going to show you kind of a little bit of tricks, and just for some of you, how to book airfare is how is what you're going to learn here. So first things first, you need to log in. Of course, I'm already logged in, and you're going to click on Book Other Travel right here. And I live in Dallas, but I'm going to show you a couple different examples from LA, Chicago, Dallas, Florida, those types of things, just so we have a little bit of variety, okay? But let's search. In one of my previous videos, we talked about going to Orlando in July. So why don't we look that up, okay? Now, I always include nearby airports. That's just me. I'm always looking for the best deal. Of course, I'm part of a travel club that guarantees the lowest price, but I like it to be even lower if it can, and that's how we've been on 50 vacations in the last 3.5 years. I think on that trip, we were departing in July. Can't remember the exact dates, but I'm going to show you guys something. If I'm going to show you the difference, right? If I book a flight out on Friday and I return on Monday, these are what's called the most expensive time to book a flight is right on Friday, coming back on Monday, because it's the most common time traveled. Airlines understand that. So let's just see though. Okay, let's just look for me and my wife. You can search nonstop flight if you want. I typically don't. But in this example, let's just go ahead and search nonstop flight. Always have expanded search selected, and leave your airline preferences open unless you have one that you absolutely have to fly with. Okay, let's see what this comes up with. So this is kind of what I was thinking, somewhere between 200 to 400 round trip. So you're looking 365 per person on American. Some of you guys may have flown on Spirit. Just so you guys know, I guess this is a good time to tell you, Spirit Airlines is a great way to get somewhere inexpensively. However, I definitely don't recommend them, especially if there's only this much of a price difference here, for comfort. They don't include any drinks, they don't include any snacks. You don't get to even take a carry-on luggage. You have to fit everything into a backpack that can be fit under your seat if you don't want to be charged. So I think they charge up to $60 for a check-on, a carry-on. So a lot of people book Spirit not knowing these things, and they get to the airport and are shocked that they have to pay all this extra money. Spirit Airlines is what they have these things called the Airfare, which gets you places cheap, but doesn't necessarily provide high quality. So just an FYI for you. Whereas American Airlines here for the extra $40, that more comfortable in-flight amenities, and you get some snacks, and you might be able to get a drink. And also always includes one carry-on per person, as well as a personal item like a backpack or something like that. So keep that in mind, guys. But let's modify this search here, okay? Because I'm trying to show you, just by adjusting this by one day, leaving on Thursday instead of Friday, let's see what it fluctuates to. So I always tell people, switch your days up a little bit, give yourself a little bit more flexibility, because you can see here that the price went down to $300, so saving $60 per person. Well, that extra $60 per person might buy tickets to an amusement park. It might pay for the extra night that you need to stay there, right? On any of our dream trips, you can actually extend them out additional days. So maybe you want to add an additional day to your dream trip. You just have to contact the dream trip specialist for that specific trip. But a lot of people didn't know that you can actually extend your days out if you wanted to. So I'm also going to search, what if I come back on Tuesday? Stay an extra 2 days. And I'm getting crazy now, you know. Well, there again. You can fly. Frontier Airlines is definitely better than Spirit. They have the same type of policies as Spirit, though. You cannot bring a carry-on luggage. You have to take like a backpack. But if you're saving $100 per person, that's 400 total. You can definitely extend your stay by 2 days. So I always tell people to be flexible because what's better? Going for 3 days or going for 5 days and paying the same overall price, right? You'll still end up paying about the same probably, but you'll have some extra spending money. You'll have some extra room to get some amusement park tickets or go do some extra activities, things like that, okay? Let's search also a nearby airport in Florida. Sometimes flying into nearby airports will save you some money too. Fort Lauderdale is more of a major hub than Orlando. So you can see here, it may be worth it in this case to fly on Spirit because you can get that same flight for $221. And if you're planning on getting a rental car anyways while you're there, it's only about, an hour and 45-minute drive from Fort Lauderdale to Orlando. Now it's still searching for flights. Let's see what it populates. Maybe there's a cheaper fare than this. In the meantime, let's see what American. So 324 for American. So yeah, so 221 is the cheapest fare, direct, nonstop flight. But let's see, what if I uncheck nonstop? Let's see, let's search that again. See if it makes a difference. About the same there. What about if we go directly into Orlando and we're open to flights that may not be nonstop? Okay, so you can see how that works. Now these are still showing nonstop, so it doesn't look like there's anything cheaper necessarily. I was blown away. Some of my family lives in California in an area where it's about the same distance for them to fly to Vegas as it is for them to fly to Los Angeles. They actually came to Orlando to visit with us, and it was under $100 round trip on Frontier Airlines for them to fly from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast. I was blown away by that. So I'm going to look up that flight real quick here. Las Vegas to Orlando. I don't know. Oh, this was still searching nonstop, huh? Let me go back and refresh the page here. Let's just go back out to the home page. Click on Book Other Travel. Leaving from Las Vegas. Going to Orlando. Let's include, or let's do the same dates we were just doing. I think I was doing the 8th, right? Let's do the July the 8th through the 1st, through the Monday. And let's search. Oh, 2 adults. Let's do the same apple to apple, 2 adults. Now, one thing you'll notice too on our booking engine, on our dream trips, whenever you see a price through us, they always include taxes and fees. That's important to me because I don't want to have to worry about when I get to that final page, how many of you guys have ever booked something on Expedia or Orbitz? They show you that great price up front, but then by the time you get to the last page where you check out, several $100s higher, right? Because taxes and fees were not included. And so it ends up being several $100s higher. Well, we don't ever do that. It's always going to be included in our prices. So you can see here nonstop on Frontier round trip 267. Obviously a great deal for the middle of summer, especially. What if you left one day early, extended your vacation a little bit? No, drops by about, what was that, $50 per flight. So again, guys, the extra $50 that you're saving per person, that can pay for an extra day. So for me, I'd rather stay longer and save a little bit extra money. What if we extended it out by 2 days? Wow, significant drop. $187 versus 260. So that's pretty amazing, right? You can almost drop it $100 per day, or per person, I should say. So what about a flight from Los Angeles to DFW? What's that going to run? Now, if you're not flying for a specific vacation, you're just going to see family and friends. This is a tip that a lot of people don't know. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays are the cheapest day to depart. Okay? And usually Tuesday through Thursday is the cheapest day to return. So let's say we're leaving July 12th. Oh, that was my return. Let's actually just go a couple months out. Let's say May 10th, return on the 17th. So 1 week, right? Some family coming out to visit or whatnot. Let's search that and see what we come up with. And then we'll compare it to if you're leaving on a Friday or a Sunday, it's be significantly higher. So you've got some flight options here. The first one has one stop. It looks like it's still loading flights. Okay, yeah. So one stop 209 or nonstop on United 211. I would prefer this one. American Airlines for 216, round trip per person, taxes and fees are included. Now let's look and see what if we were to leave on this Friday the 6th and return on Friday the 13th. I bet a lot of people won't be traveling or flying on that day because of superstition. But let's just see what the fluctuation is here. 216 American nonstop. Wow, not bad. I love Virgin America, by the way. They're an absolutely great airline. And this is great. I mean, I would expect it to be a lot higher. Obviously, being a Dream Trips member has its perks. For $230 round trip per person on a Friday, flying on Virgin, which is an absolutely amazing airline. Now you can see American Airlines went up a little bit, 272, but not much. I'm going to plug in just some random dates and some other places, some other hubs that might be close to. What about Seattle? Seattle, Washington to, how about Baltimore? BWI. And how about in June? June 14th. Oh, that's my return date. June 14th through the 21st, a week. See what these come out to be. I'm just going to plug in some random flights here, guys, just to give you guys some examples. How to search flights, those types of things. By the way, if you've got enough information here about booking flights, You can stop the video at any time. I'm just going to be showing some additional flights here while I'm recording this, in case people want to see them. Now, one thing I want to point out real quick, Southwest Airlines is not partnered with any other company other than Dream Trips. Matter of fact, you can typically not book a Southwest flight anywhere other than southwest.com. That's a little bit of a clue, guys. I mean, why would this company partner with us and nobody else? Definitely a good thing. So you can see those flights. Those are from one non-hub to another non-hub. These are not major airports. They're international airports, but not big hubs like some of the ones I was showing you previously. What about Baltimore to Florida? Let's say Fort Lauderdale is going to be one of the best as far as cost to fly into Florida. And it's pretty central to most things, so you can drive from there to most areas. This is going to be the last flight I'm going to look up, guys. I hope that this helped you kind of give you an example of how to book your flights, how to maybe search some different things, give you a different perspective on how to extend your vacation without breaking the bank. That's what we're all about here at VIP Travelers YouTube channel. We want to help you utilize your membership to the fullest. That means traveling more inexpensively, high quality. We only do, the best things that are out there. So let's see what this comes up with. Boy, it's taking a while. There we go. Wow. Well, I love JetBlue. They're a good airline as well. Southwest, you can see there again. American. How cool. $124 round trip per person from BWI to Florida. So get out of the snow and get down to Florida, right? Guys, again, it's Jesse here in McKinney, Texas. Wishing you a blessed day and an amazing 2016. Tune in for more. We're going to add additional videos every week. And if you're not already, subscribe to this channel to make sure that you're always catching up-to-date information as it comes out. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.